Rock solid. Indutrade's order intake for the fourth quarter increased by 11% to 2,579 million Swedish krona. Net sales increased by 13% to 2,654 million krona. Operating profit before amortization of intangible non-current assets, EBITDA, rose 18% to 334 million krona. Operating margin, EBITDA, amounted to 12.6%. After-tax profit increased by 24% to 220 million krona, and profit per share amounted to 5.50 krona. Yet another quarter and yet another year that confirms once again the strength in Indutrade's business approach. The group's order intake, margin and profit per share have bettered both 2013's year-end report as well as last autumn's interim report. The business model has also yet again shown that despite these times of fluctuating economic signals, Indutrade's operations continue to generate growth for the group. The year as a whole saw order intake hit the 10 million krona mark, an increase of 11%. Net sales 2014 increased by 10% to 9,746 million krona, which compares to 8,831 million for the previous financial year. Operating profit EBITDA rose 15% to 1,134 million krona, which compares to 990 million for 2013. And operating margin, EBITDA, amounted to 11.6%. The corresponding figure for 2013 was 11.2%. The fourth quarter saw intensive activity on the acquisition front, with 4 new companies being bought into the group. This brings the number of acquisitions during 2014 and early this year to 15 all in all. The continually growing number of companies in the group has led to the measurement technology companies within the special products business area being regrouped to form a new 6th business area, measurement and sensor technology. We're joined now by Indutrade CEO Johnny Alvason. Well, we're seeing yet another period perform extremely favourably. You must be pleased.
Yes, it's not easy to satisfy me, but I must say I'm satisfied with this quarter. For different reasons, we made during the year a number of acquisitions in UK, and they had developed very well during the whole year and especially during the end of the year. At the same time, energy sector that started weak in the year ended up very well, both in bookings and in sales. So, and then always you're afraid about the end of the year, especially in the last years when December is a very short month, but actually we had a very strong finish of the year in bookings that surprised me positively.
Now, your recipe for success is said to build on a business model that's enabled you to grow through acquisitions in a market of weak organic growth. But what are the implications for Indutrade of the otherwise slow organic growth among your companies?
It's tough for them. If we look on a group level, we had a growth of 2% if we exclude Finland. That means in other areas we're growing, and in Finland we were declining. What the companies have to do is focus much harder on what they are doing and really try to support the customers even better. And if they have to choose between profit or growth and cannot combine it, we tell them it's better to make a profit than to grow. Because if they make a nice profit, we can use that for acquiring other businesses and in that way grow the whole Indutrade group.
You continue to maintain a high rate of acquisitions. You have, among others, acquired several companies in the UK. How would you describe the current market for acquisitions? And do you see the UK continuing to be interesting in terms of acquisitions?
I must say the deal flow was very good last year, even though we rejected some companies for different reasons. And as you have seen, probably we have started 2015 with 3 acquisitions already. Last year we did a number of them in UK, and there will be more coming up in UK. It's a large country. But we will also do acquisitions in other countries during this year, and the deal flow is actually really good for us now.
You're setting up a new 6th business area. Could you tell us a little about the reasons behind this move?
When I started 10 years ago, we had 4 business areas. 2 years ago we made a 5th business area, and now it's a 6th business area. And the 6th is 2 things. We increase the management capacity by a new business area manager, and also we have focused number of companies working with technology and development, software and hardware. Most of those are in this business area, so it's a very dedicated area with high technology in our group working now in MST.
And finally, where will your main focus of attention lie during 2015?
It will actually be a split vision. For existing companies, try to grow the business with profit. If not, then just make profit. And the other one is continue to make acquisitions in different areas to grow the business. And long term, we have a growth target of 10% per year. Last year we grew 10%, and my goal is to at least grow 10% this year as well.
And those words from Indutrade's President and CEO Johnny Alversson bring our presentation to a close. We'll be back on the 29th of April to present Indutrade's result for the first quarter of 2015. So do join us then.